The widespread inspiration of surrealist painter Rene Magritte is being recognized in his home nation of Belgium. On the 50th anniversary of his death, it reflects on his influence over contemporary art.
Rene Magritte. When we consider his work, the first one that usually comes to mind is the treachery of images. He was a master of visual deceit, and his most famous painting shows a pipe with a warning saying, "This is not a pipe." His timeless approach to art is still relatable today, highlighting that the representation of an image is not the actual image. Half a century after his death, his home country of Belgium is paying tribute to the late artist and his legacy. The exhibition focuses on his artistic connections, particularly with fellow Belgian poet-turned-visual artist Marcel Groothuis.
The idea has come very naturally to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Magritte's death and finally show that he's not dead, and that although his work comes from the past, his last canvas is 50 years old, he's always been present, which is what this exhibit is about. It's a retrospective of Magritte. We start from the end, but at the same time we pass the baton to Marcel Groothuis. This way Magritte's works are seen again, reread, revisited by American, French, Canadian and Belgian artists. The whole world has finally taken on Magritte's artworks.
Magritte's work challenged reality. Many other artists followed in his footsteps, but Groothuis' widow says the relationship between the two was the most significant.
They were like old friends. They didn't need to say too much in order to communicate, in order to understand things of what they were about. This was, something quite special.
100 artworks are on display at the exhibition, not only Magritte's, but also by others who have kept his spirit alive, such as Keith Haring, Leo Koppes, Gavin Turk, Sean Lundes and James Lee Byers.
Magritte is a source of inspiration, much more than many other artists of his own generation. Even among other surrealists, there aren't many heirs to Dali or Max Ernst. Magritte has many. Why? First, he comes from advertisements. Magritte was mainly an artist whose initial steps were in adverts, so bills and posters are something he knew well. So he could create effective images. It's something remarkable. His images have a shock factor, and this dimension feeds into popular culture.
Magritte's work reaches out to the present day, continuing to influence artists and audiences. After all, everybody recognizes honesty, and a painter who tells us about the betrayal of images might be the most honest of them all.